and to the point, and make sure you pay attention. More than 600 sober drivers arrested for DUI in Tennessee. Boom, baby. This is brought to you by WSMV4 Nashville. Make sure you pay attention if you're amongst anyone in Tennessee, Nashville. I don't give a damn, Tennessee, period. If you've been arrested or charged with DUI, find a way to fight back, especially if it wasn't true. Let's listen into this story. It's 3 minutes and 34 seconds long. Let's get to the bottom of who are these privileged, overpowered police officers that's abusing power and badges. Let's listen in.
Miscarriage of justice.
Uber drivers charged with DUIs are reacting in shock to what WSMV4 Investigates has uncovered tonight. Good evening. I'm Lauren Lowry.
I'm Tracy Cornett.
And I'm Marius Payton. As part of our sobering problem investigation, we've analyzed never-before-seen TBI data.
Chief Investigative Reporter Jeremy Finley found more than 600 Tennesseans have been arrested for DUI and were completely sober.
It's something you notice almost immediately.
Good morning.
In the body camera footage of officers approaching Xavier Gray.
Go ahead and turn the car off for me, okay?
His hands are in the air.
First of all, I'm scared of the police.
You got anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
But Gray, like so many other drivers who've spoken with WSMV4 Investigates, wasn't concerned at first.
Well, I'm going to run you through some the field sobriety tests just to make sure you're good to drive and everything, okay?
Oh, yeah. I know I'm not under the influence of anything.
And he thought he performed well until this.
In place you're on the register for driving under the influence, okay?
I don't even drink or anything. That's crazy. I work for a living driving a dump truck, and this is what I do. This is my whole livelihood. I was really afraid about losing my license.
Gray is the latest person we found to be charged with a DUI whose blood work would come back showing he was completely sober. For months, we've been emailing back and forth with the TBI, asking for blood work data that shows just how often it's happening in Tennessee. And it turns out we weren't the only ones asking.
I've seen the news stories that you all did.
State Representative Lowell Russell had seen our sobering problems investigations. And after one of his constituents was arrested for a DUI, while he was completely sober, he asked the TBI for the data as well. After months of requests, the TBI finally produced the data. Turns out it wasn't dozens, but more than 600 Tennesseans, 609 to be exact, innocent drivers, totally sober, charged with DUI. For perspective, if all of the sober drivers charged with DUI went to the Ryman, they would take up more than half of the seats in the upper balcony.
I just wonder what you think about that.
It's a miscarriage of justice. It seems like they're doing it everywhere around Tennessee, man.
Nobody wants drunk drivers on the road, ever. But what does it say that we keep finding sober people being arrested for DUI?
I have heard of those on a very, very limited scale, and those are, of course, tragic for everyone involved.
Tragic cases that lets drivers like Gray know he is hardly alone.
You know what's so scary is just thinking about how hard I work to stay out of trouble, right?
Yep.
And then to have something like this happen.
Jeremy, the implications of this, they're just so widespread. Hundreds of innocent people charged with crimes they didn't even commit.
Yeah, Lauren, we just obtained this data on Friday, so now we're sharing it with prosecutors and lawmakers to try to get their reaction. Representative Russell says he wants the TBI to create a database for all crimes in Tennessee, showing what a person was charged with and whether or not they were convicted. We know sober people charged with DUI often have their mugshots appear online. If this database is created, it at least would be a public record showing what the crimes against them were dismissed. Marius?
Jeremy, you keep pushing on this story. Thank you. Well,
Miscarriage of justice.
Sober drivers charged.
When you say a miscarriage of justice, welcome to the damn club. Welcome to the club where the miscarriage of justice. Welcome to the club with the abuse of power. Welcome to the club with, I'ma just pin this charge on you. Welcome to the damn club. Hey, yo. We are so tired of having to welcome people to the club. Welcome to the club that black people weren't lying. Welcome to the club that black people, we're not lying. Welcome to the club that black people, we've been going through this for so damn long. Welcome to the club that we honestly had to have organizations, NAACP, Black Lives Matter, the list goes on and on, of our other side of the voice. Now you understand what we go through as black people. This guy right here, I mean, he got one of those accents. I mean, I can tell he's around a lot of black people. And as you heard him say, he's scared. He's scared that he's going to get in trouble. Imagine all the work you do to stay out of trouble. And then you get bogged up with a charge that you know is bogus. The problem with it is, even when the charge is bogus, you know you've not done anything wrong. Your state attorney even dropped the charge. What the biggest problem here is this: even after a charge is being dropped, it still sits on your record. And they knew from the beginning that they had no right arresting you. They knew from the beginning the state attorney had no right even picking up the damn charge. They knew from the beginning that regardless of whether or not you get out of the case or not, it's still going to be on your record. So when someone pull your record, it's still there. Whether the charge is dropped or not, it's there. And then you got the gauze to just arrest people for things that they didn't do. Arresting me for trespassing. How? And then the state dropped the charge because they know it was bogus from the beginning. 6 months later. This is just not right. Charging people with DUI, I mean, driver's license are on the line. Those not regular license, even though all license count. You're talking about drivers that drive trucks, that make sure that you get certain supplies and needs, because an airplane can't deliver dirt. An airplane can't deliver trees. These are what we have truck drivers for. Their licenses are essential. These are not charges that they need on their record. It makes a big difference. There's a system that drivers are entered in. Anything about that driver is in this system. I'm talking about from the truck to insurance to when DOT stopped them. Ask me how I know. I'm in the industry. I'm a woman-owned truck driver company. At the end of the day, this isn't right. And then to look, imagine, they're just talking about Nashville, Tennessee. Imagine the rest of the state. Imagine the rest of the states that have people that has been falsely charged for things that they didn't do. This isn't right. I mean, we need to do something. I mean, making a mockery out of people just to meet quotas, making a mockery out of people just to get your name on a bulletin board and say you're out there doing your job. That doesn't make you doing your job. You causing a chaos and havoc that you're going to have to deal with along the way. It may not be right now today, but it'll come up one way or another. These are not old cases. These cases are these cases are new. These are ongoing issues where there are police officers that are abusing their power. And I noticed some of the people that they showed on here, I'm noticing that most of them are white. I just did a video one day last week about the white lady. She got arrested. They made sure that they trumped up a charge. And then you got some idiot, a dumbass dummy in the comment. Oh, when you do something wrong, you're supposed to go to jail, because she did. No. When you step on the scene as an officer and you feel like I've been drinking, you're supposed to say that out loud. They never said it out loud that this lady even reeked of alcohol, smelled alcohol on her, anything. They ended up charging her in the end for resisting arrest. But how did you go from pulling me over with a headlight out, then saying that I'm drinking? They gave her no drug charge, no alcohol charge, no nothing. She ended up getting a charge because she started catching a fit like, man, why won't y'all just leave me alone? They knew this woman wasn't drunk, but they never even charged her with DUI. They made sure they had something. Yes, PGA, Palm Beach Gardens Police Department in Florida. I just ran the video. I'll put the video link in the description. This is uncouth. It's unethical. We're paying these officers to do a job that actually goes against us. So you arrest someone. Not only do you arrest him, his car was towed. He had to bond out. I'm sure he wasn't able to even go to work the next day because 9 times out of 10, he wasn't even out of jail unless he bonded out sometime during the night. This is not right. It's abuse of power. How are we continuously letting these officers get away with murder? It's not right. We need to do something about it to make it awareness. If you've been in this situation, even if you've been in Nashville, goddamn it, if you've been in Tennessee, you need to go to your state attorney, the attorney general, go back to the police department, pull this case, and you need to look into it to make sure that you weren't amongst one of those that got charged with the DUI and you know you were sober. You got an open door now because now it's a real issue because it's bringing it to the news. If you're a truck driver, it makes it even worse for you. Driver's license, regular license is the same difference, but truck drivers got a different livelihood going on because their livelihood is what makes us be able to live right. It's how we get things done. They bring in food. They bring in your milk. They make sure your eggs get delivered. I mean, there's a lot that you have to go through in order to have a truck. There's a lot. I mean, it's a certain amount of insurance you need. Just a lot going on. I'm not just honing in on the truck driver. I'm just saying he's the first story that was there. So imagine if you've been through something like this again, make sure you report it. Open up a complaint, and y'all need to start learning how to rally together instead of rallying together because a woman ain't twerking right. Why don't you rally together to make sure your license are right? This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I say listen to this. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything, and then you get to know me. Hey there, my boys and girls, queen, kings, and things. I just wanted to bring you just another side of me. I want to show you how, yes, I just created some homemade sweet potato pies. So I'm going to make a couple of these pies, and I'm going to put these pies in the oven, and I'm going to show you how it is once I'm done. Yep, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your girl is more than just a chatterbox. I love to get down in the kitchen. So I'm going to make these sweet potato pies, and I'm going to bring them back to you. And guess what? We might be able to enjoy at least one of them together. There's your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, eat your sweet potato pie before Thanksgiving. Talk to you soon. Okay, my queen, kings, and things, I'm all done. This is the finished products of my sweet potato pies. These are the little small ones. They're made of the graham cracker crust. And I'm going to let them cool off for a little bit. And we're going to eat some small sweet potato pies, homemade, straight from the queen's fingers. Yes. It just goes to show you. Queens do know how to do things the right way, including getting to a man's heart by feeding him through his stomach. Don't think all women are alike, so stop putting all us in the same boat. It don't matter if you're black or white. I know what I'm doing. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy y'all a slice of pie.